Yeah, check it out. It's Big Beats, K. Jones. If everybody hating, the game is a mess. But I do it for the fame and the checks. You really wanna know about the name with the best? Yeah, I'm flossing. Check out the chains on my neck and the way I'm rocking the beat, it's like a mystery. Is everybody really trying to diss me? So while you doing that, I'll be making history. And I'll be rocking the mic till I'm 50. Strictly, yeah, I do it for the fans. And the plan is to make everybody understand that the man is all about making all of the brands. Still wanna know why my music is on demand, cause I stay on the grind every day. Never give a damn what the people gonna say. This ain't free, this time you gotta pay. 1960, that's where I lay. Everybody from the east to the west like you know you be rocking with the best like your boy always pressed to impress like and now we be on to the next like cause we got them like Eastlands, yo, we had them like Westlands, yo, we had them like Uptown, yo, we had them like cause we got them like yo, we had them like
Lobi koswana ena bae na boy ko baby sanzo to na manzaka na lebi Mario na bae Mario na bae.
Hey y'all, 1960 holla. It has never been done, a mixing hip-hop with Lingala. The combination is tight and real. Not the Western rappers on the bite the skill. Every page that I open is like a new chapter. Rap's a Bible, then I'm a true pastor. They come too slow, then I come too faster. Sit up and over the monkey damn flute bastard. I make it happen, everybody should be clapping. And the cheddar we be stacking, all the shorties you be tapping. Got everything you be lacking, yeah I get it popping. And when I get to rapping, you know I'm never stopping. From Kayole, I'm taking it to Congo. To Anza Juicy, to Lianza Kitambo. We go hard and we never stay soft. One time a salute everybody from the east to the west like you know you be rocking with the best like your boy always pressed to impress like and now we be on to the next like cause we got them like Eastlands, yo, we had them like Westlands, yo, we had them like Uptown, yo, we had them like cause we got them like yo, we had them like
Lobi koswana ena bae na boy ko baby sanzo to na manzaka na lebi Mario na bae Mario na bae ba produire na pakolaka zote koma sembe sembe okopete ngana zoka lobi na zwa maladi ya cancer lobi tango na popola yo kiminga ye
emoción. Kago tora guito, okage idia, you know I don't know. Nane oe, akora goare mono ki, onake oe, kora go nie de mono ki. Oh, ikeda kaire tu, karasina bisa, karasina bisa. My handy, oh, in my handy, oh, in my handy, oh, in my handy, yeah, in my handy, oh, in my handy, oh.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Pawa Radio.
Irosh right there with Maheni, and it's playing right here on Pawa Radio. Good morning, boys and girls, women and men, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pawa Morning Drive Show on this very, very fantastic, well, chilly, because I can see that it's quite chilly in the morning, but it's still a beautiful Friday. This is the very first Friday of the month of June. Happy Friday to everybody that is tuned in. Welcome to the show. We have a very amazing and hot show lined up for you. This is what you just might need to help you with the chilly weather. But to just give you a run through of how you can get in touch with us on our social media platforms at TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We are at Pawa Radio. You can also listen in and watch this live broadcast on YouTube at Pawa Radio. Also subscribe, like, share, comment, all the things. And you can also get this on our website at www.power254.org/Power Radio. As we do it, I come back when we come back from my musical break, we get into the day's news, local roundup, and also international news roundup. But first, let's get some music. We'll be right back. Keep it Pawa Radio.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Pawa Radio.
Bad girl, I forget you what I'm saying.
Love check on the case.
Tell a boy, where we want. We not prefer tell a boy, where we want. Straight to the point, bad girl want some. When I see you, I'm a wanna hold back none. Me and you in a little conversation. Tonight, me I forget you on my intention. I don't care who you came here with. All I know, Mr. Worry me, you're leaving with. Came here with a 5, going home with a 10. Now say bye-bye to your ex-girlfriend, me say that.
She came straight to me, told me love tie, you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me, money can't carry on me, no true. She said that. She came straight to me, told me love tie, you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me, money can't carry on me, no true. She said that. She not care about intimidation. On the bed now she want to lay upon. Tell a boy straight that she want to get some. Tell a boy she not care who me with so. Hey, me never seen a bad gal like Cecily's. Any gal try to chat now she kill. She not give up like what them man feel. Nobody hot like she. She came straight to me. Tell me love tie, you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on me no true. She said that. She came straight to me. Told me love tie, you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on me no true. She said
that. Bad girl chat, I forget what I want. We say that. Some girl wish and hope and stress. I get what I want. Oh yeah. Cause any man don't want me, I forget. Can't get you, never seen that yet. No. All I get is yes. So give it up, boy, cause me are the best. So
she want to treat me, she want to be with me. She want to settle down and to give me picnic. Won't leave a girl, you want to come and she with me. But when a girl I come around, she put her beneath me. She want to treat me, she want to be with me. She want to settle down and to give me picnic. Won't leave a girl, you want to come and she with me. But when a girl I come around, she put her beneath me. She came straight to me. Tell me love, tell you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on without you. When she said that. She came straight to me. Tell me love, tell you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on without you. When she said that. She came straight to me. Tell me love, tell you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on without you. When she said that. She came straight to me. Tell me love, tell you better conversation. She said that. She told me bear with me. Money can't carry on without you. When she said that.
Yeah. Why Ray? Bad girl Cecile. Yeah. Yeah. You know that's the deal.
Love, tell you
Yeah.
the case.
A bad girl thing. And that me say.
Nairobi and Kingston combination.
Yeah. Me say that.
Yo, respect to G Money for the link up. Why with the love chat? Alongside Bad Girl Cecile. Hey, a Daredevil remix. Nairobi and Kingston combination.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Yes, Moire Cecile, the bad girl from Jamaica. With She Said It, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. I'm your host, Anne Wanyoike, and let's get into the day's news. I'll start off with the Daily Nation on page 2. There's a very concerning news piece that I've just come across, and we'll just go right into it. Now, the headline states, concern as X now okays sharing of adult content. Elon Musk-owned social media giant X, or formerly known as Twitter, has updated its policy to allow the sharing and distribution of adult content in a popularity strategy that could put it on a collision course with governments, including in Kenya. In the update, X says users would be allowed to share consensually produced and distributed adult nudity or sexual behavior as long as it is properly labeled and not prominently displayed in highly visible places like profile photos and banners. Ahead in their statement, they go on to say that we believe users should be able to create, distribute, and consume material related to sexual themes as long as it is consensually produced and distributed. Sexual expression, whether visual or written, can be a legitimate form of artistic expression, reads the text. I can already hear Kenyan parents going like, where? What in the demonic attack is this? I do not agree. I am absolutely not. I'm against it, but who cares about my opinion? If Twitter has decided that that's their strategic, how they want to do business, it is definitely going to go further, and they are going to gazette it anyway because they have the money and they have the power, unless the Kenyan government protests. But I'm definitely not for it. So you can get that news on the page 2 of the Daily Nation for more further context and analysis. Moving on page 4 of the Standard. Let's get into the Standard now. There's a story there that reads, Raila backs 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling model. The Standard, page 4. ODM leader Raila Odinga and one of his harshest critic, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, are now supporting the controversial 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling model of resource allocation. He said that he was ready to work with everybody in the country, including Gachagua, even as he acknowledged that 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling model was unpopular in some quarters. Raila, who is Azimio La Umoja coalition party leader, said the 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling model, as advocated during the Limuru 3 conference, was captured during the Building Bridges initiative and was aimed at ensuring equity in development. So you can get more in-depth. You can get that story on the page 4 of the Standard to find out what it's talking about. Back to the Daily Nation, page 8. We have a story here that policemen to face robbery, bribery and extortion charges. Now, 8 police officers are in custody on accusation of engaging in crime, including robbery with violence. The officers who were arrested yesterday are also accused of extortion and obtaining bribes, according to police records. One of the officers, who is attached to Kayole police station, was among the detectives who arrested Ian Joroge, 19, the university student charged with assaulting a traffic policeman early in the week. 4 of the officers are being investigated for the theft of 2.2 million shillings belonging to Rofin International School in Utawala. Well, I guess no one is above the law. So you can get also grab your Daily Nation and that story is highlighted in depth on the page 8. Let's get into some music and I come back. We continue with the second round of local and international news. Remember, this is Power Morning Drive Show, your one-stop shop for all bold conversations. Today we shall be talking about the women's participation in politics and governance. But before we get to that, let me just give you where you can get in touch with us across our digital platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Power Radio. Hit us up. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions regarding what I've just shared, let us know your comments, reflections, opinions on some of the stories that I have shared with you right now. Yes, I would be happy to read some of that. And also on our YouTube channel at Power Radio, and also on our website www.power254.org/Power Radio. Let's get some music. I'll be back with the final roundup of some local and international news. Keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Tumekuja kupati DJ hebu weka traki tukule happy halafu tufungue sakafu sababu inabamba inashika wingu la 9 inatufikisha ukiachilia mahewa manze DJ unatubeba kwenye dance floor, show us your what unanoki, hauchoki kwenye dance floor, hauchoki unahisi hii muziki, unahisi nameless na mimi it's nameless. Eliza in conjunction with Ogopa tumekuja kuhakikisha kwamba speakers zinasikika. Hey yo mister, are you a member? Hey yo sister, wacha kulenga. Can't you see that I'm talking to you? Sasa weka mikono juu. Vile wataka Mr. Brother wacha kuzuba ukisleki hautapata fungua macho floni yako cheza wimbo kama ni wako cheza wimbo kama ni wako sababu huu wimbo ni wako Iza hatucheki na watu nameless hatucheki na watu ma MC hatucheki na watu Ogopa hatucheki na watu unahisi hizi flow za Afrika unahisi kama unakatika Can you feel this front to the rear? Can you feel this up in here? Boom boom ba, boom 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 ba, boom na tumekuja kupati. Ambia wenzetu samahani, hawako nasi na tuko nao, basi wametupa mbao. Sababu inabamba inashika, wingu la tisa inatufikisha, ukiachilia mahewa manze DJ unatubeba.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
So I start.
Power Radio. And Power Up.
All right. So let's continue with the discussion. So, Daily Nation, page 6. There's a story there about the finance bill. Now, workers, churches, and businesses speak up against proposed taxes. The country might be staring at a major economic crisis and job losses after various businesses threatened to exit the Kenyan market over some contentious proposals contained in the Finance Bill 2024. Already, the civil society groups, including NGOs, churches, and businesses, have made their submissions before the Finance and National Planning Committee, opposing the various amendments in the revenue raising bill for the fiscal year 2024-2025. Some of the contentious proposals, it goes on further to say, include the introduction of the 2.5% motor vehicle tax, 16% value-added tax on bread and bank services, and increase of excise duty on financial transactions from 15 to 20%. The bill also introduces a new tax known as an eco-levy on several products deemed harmful for the environment, including diapers, batteries, rubber tires, television sets, and smartphones. And in the Business Daily on page 9, there's a piece there by Jaindi Kisero that looks in depth into the Finance Bill 2024, and he's saying that it is potentially bad for the economy. You can get an in-depth analysis, but let me just read a few of some of the things that he's saying in the Business Daily article. Now, he says that the reason I insist that the finance bill will not work is that we are witnessing anarchy in the display of arrogance of power by both parliament and the executive, manifested by the fact that the latter seems bent on introducing multiple changes to our fiscal laws without giving due consideration to suggestions and genuine criticisms by businesses and other wealth-creating segments of our society. In the case of so anyway, that's you can read the Business Daily, page 9, to get an in-depth analysis of what the finance bill could potentially mean for us here in Kenya. Moving on, we have an interesting story here at on the page 10 of the Daily Nation. Review impeachment law, governors now urge Senate. Governors have revisited the impeachment threshold debate, appealing to the Senate to support and pursue a tighter law. The governors cite an opening for abuse and witch hunt in the County Governments Act 2012. The Council of Governors says impeachment can be abused to frustrate county bosses. Let us address the issue of impeachment threshold. We need to be clear on what can cause impeachment, Council Chairperson Anne Waiguru said at a Senate team retreat in Eldoret. Ms. Waiguru, herself a survivor of an impeachment as Kirinyaga governor in 2020, said a clear law would give guidelines on what constitutes an offense that could lead to the removal of a county boss and how that should be carried out. So you can grab your Daily Nation copy and read the story on page 10. Let's get now into some tech news, and on page 17 of the Daily Nation, there's an article there by Dorothy Saina, and she's saying that why AI could be the fourth revolution. It goes to say that ever-changing technology has been the hallmark of education over the centuries. According to Sir Anthony Seldon, the first revolution happened 5 million years ago with the beginning of learning by watching and repeating. The second, the beginning of organized learning in schools, following some 5,000 years ago, and the third roughly 500 years ago because of the invention of the printing press and great global expansion of universities. The press has since dominated educational technology with faltering dalliance with the cinema, radio, and television education. Artificial intelligence now stands to change the trajectory. It has the potential to address some of the biggest challenges in education, including teaching, learning, and innovation. You can get your copy of the Daily Nation on page 17 to get the in-depth story of what she's talking about on the way that artificial intelligence might be revolutionizing the fourth revolution as well as education, the education sector. And finally, on our local news roundup, the page 10 of the Standard, a story about the court suspending Ruto's directive on management of state-owned farms. The High Court has suspended President William Ruto's new guidelines on the management of state corporations. Judge Lawrence Mugambi froze the implementation of Executive Order 3 of 2024, which provides guidelines on management of more than 300 state-owned companies and public universities, pending the hearing of the petition lodged in court by the Law Society of Kenya. The new guidelines set a high threshold in state agencies where employees with a record of 3 years poor performance will lose their jobs. According to LSK, the guidelines are a direct usurpation by the executive of the functions of Public Service Commission, the PSC, and the establishment of a parallel public service under the office of the president. If the revised guidelines were to take effect, they were expected to provide salary bands and allowances for CEOs and board members. Also, to be affected were vice chancellors, and members of university councils. The State Corporations Advisory Committee and Salaries and Remuneration Commission were to be key players in determining the terms of service. Grab your standard copy on page 10 to get in-depth analysis and the furthering of that story. Let's get into some music. We come back and I do some international news roundup as we've prepared to get into our discussion of today. Keep it right here on This is Power Radio.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Kamanda na wasili kwenye jukwaa.
Wamemchokoza bea.
Sheria na masharti zitumike. Saluti, ishara, heshima na salamu.
Siogopi kufa nikifa miziki ya sembo, ila wambia wanangu nilikufa kifo cha tembo. Amani haipo ilikufa na baby pendo, uhuru ikafa pia ikapotea na bwana Msando. Ahadi ya shule, afya, masomo ya bure, ajira kwa vijana na nyimbo waloziimba. Ona sasa wilbaro imepanda bei, kalamu na karatasi imepanda bei ya mabati. Vyuo vikuu vyote maduka ya vyeti, bora ulipie cheti ama mtongoze walimu. Kwa kweli braza, nani anataka kufeli? Usimlaumu goalkeeper wakati unata defender. Salimu Guru, hivi aliwahi? Jana waziri na leo kawa gavana. Hataki temwa, kesho atakuwa balozi. Ndo hali ya siasa ya leo na huu ngozi. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai. Nimetumwa na Saitoti, hivi niulize maswali. Walifidiwa rubani ama familia yojote? Kama sio, walipewa hadi gani kuwafumba? Kama ndio, walipewa hela ngapi kumfufua? Embakasi marisasi, babu wamekosa nidhamu, na kaunti ni kandarasi, nipe nikupe ndio form. Bado tampigia kura raia, tumepotea, kesho namlilia Mola, bwana tunakosea. Ulipewa 50 kando na leso, kapige kura turudi kwa madhabahu, tusaki tufunge leo ama tabaki maskini siku zote hadi tufe. Mutula, Kilonzo, Mugabe, Were pia mtaa, ili wafikia kifo ama katolewa uhai. Miaka inapita sana, damu inamwagika sana, ufisadi na tusaga, mizizi imekita sana. Kimathi, Onega wote wanashangaa. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai. Ona misitu imekufa, maji inakosa kwa bwawa, wanyama pori wakafa, ndogo simba umepotea. Kongole bwana Tobiko, Titu, Generali Okelo, okoa idara ya misitu, marenja wote saluti. Demokrasia ilipotea, mbona mnamtesa Miguna? Amri za koti mnalenga, sababu ni serikali. Idara ya upelelezi, sakata ya Kenya Pawa, wananchi walifidiwa ama imebaki siasa? Mara sakata ya mahindi, mara sakata ya viwanja, leo sakata ya wabunge, kesho sakata ya sakata. Hivi sakata ni nani? Rais, tuelezee ukweli, siasa za ukabila ndio bado inaenea. Wabunge wanajigawa vikundi vya kikabila, naomba afufuliwe Nyerere wa Kambarage. Na vaa rozari sana, ishara mimkatoliki, najua nitamuona papa na siku nitafika Roma. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai. Kenya hii inaongozwa na manabii, wanasiasa katili, majambazi, jamba koti. Kenya hii toka enzi za bwana Moi kapita pia na Mwai na sasa leo Mwigai.
take over the game.
Oh, Betty Bondis. Hey baby, nimechoka tu kupretend. I know I'm jumping in the deep end. What you doing for the weekend?
Hey baby, since I know my here weekend and it go easy. I want this turn up to be different. I like it when you get into my deep end.
Kelele za madhalandi lodi na madrama na kichwani umejaza mawazo. Niko tayari kusarenda na kusema na kutenda ila tu wewe unipe mkono.
Baby, let's roll out. Wanna have a conversation, maybe roll one. Take you somewhere higher, give you more life. I've been really feeling your flavor, sana. Girl, let's go
and roll on. I'll give you everything you need and more. I say you did like to kick it on the low. I know you wanna get a taste of my flavor, sana. Boy next door. All the time you've been there, lover, staring me in my face. Yeah. He's a boy next door where they slowly steal my heart away. And baby, by the way, I hear say you're looking for a sexy gal. The kind way for take away your fever, yeah. The kind way for rub your belly all night long. Help me sing it, help me sing.
On the down low, I've been loving Eminado tangu enzi za maziwa ya Nyayo. Niko tayari kukupenda January to December, hold my hand and don't let me go now.
Baby, let's roll out. Wanna have a conversation, maybe roll one. Take you somewhere higher, give you more life. I've been really feeling your flavor, sana. Girl, let's go
and we roll on. I'll give you everything you need and more. I say you did like to kick it on the low. I know you wanna get a taste of my flavor, sana. Boy next door.
It's you. I think I'm falling for you. Doing shit I never do. I think I'm crazy for you. I think I'm crazy. Yeah. Leaving my homies for you. Coming home early to you. I'm going mad over you. Mad over you. Mad over. On the down low, I've been loving Eminado tangu enzi za maziwa ya Nyayo. Niko tayari kukupenda January to December, hold my hand and don't let me go now.
Baby, let's roll out. Wanna have a conversation, maybe roll one. Take you somewhere higher, give you more life. I've been really feeling your flavor, sana. Girl, let's go
and roll on. I'll give you everything you need and more. I say you did like to kick it on the low. I know you wanna get a taste of my flavor, sana. Boy next door.
Historias. 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 Historias.
Hey DJ, weka ngoma. Jamaica, mkatika paka chemba. Na he was saying, who's it like me? Napale, mamanzi ulala. Basi kwenye list mi najua na Remy 2118 Jose, Benny Blaze, Mavoish, Dalabi Bakapiko Sopo like kutoka NBA West South CLA to the Babylon side yo Swale bro harakisha na hiyo club leo kweli tutapate kinyama mwenye kubaki home akilala shauri yake Escaloga. Hey DJ, weka ngoma Jamaica, mkatika paka chemba. He was saying, who's it like me? Napale, mamanzi ulala.
Niko wapi? Namsikiliza nachokituma figa madem ni wengi natamani kuwashika. Vipi sister, mbona kujiringa? Flow wiko empty, hebu anza kumwagika. Pale kwa pool tuna washka sasa boss pewa kinywaji. Mr. DJ weka hewa ni madem mtacheza wacha mchezo mtacheza ni madem mtacheza sasa twende
DJ, katika paka chemba you are saying Moses like na ballet mamanzi ulala hey DJ weka ngoma tumeka katika paka chemba you are saying Moses like na ballet mamanzi ulala
coming through, and this what gonna do right now. Sema Eska, no God. Eska, no God. Sema Eska, no God. Eska, no God. Sema hey DJ, weka ngoma. Hey DJ, weka ngoma. Sema hey DJ, weka ngoma. Hey DJ, weka ngoma.
Hey DJ, weka ngoma. Jamaica, katika paka chemba you are saying Moses like na ballet mamanzi ulala hey DJ weka ngoma Jamaica katika paka chemba you are saying Moses like na ballet mamanzi ulala
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
No disturbance. Leo ni lazima nile nyama, kisha nimalizie na shada. Nimeshajinyimanga sana, music sana, for Susana. You know forever I got my mama. Sitaki madeni ya madrama, natuma za mama na pesa za chama. Akiana ni maisha ya city, tunaishingi 50-50. Utakaribishwa na mwizi ama wajanja na mafisi. Wasichana wa pretty wananipa mwenye kiti, wanaonanga niko fiti, hawezi nieka chini. Viva la vida, la vida, la vida. Alhamdulillah nimeiva, nimepiga luku nimeshiba, dua langu leo limefika. Amina, amina. Alhamdulillah nimeiva, nimekula fiti nimeshiba, dua langu leo limefika. Amina, amina. Amina, amina. Kamshandeka koset, nishalipa na rent. Leo nimeshinda bet, sasa wapi weekend? Kamfupa kako wet, kanataka nikapet, nikavalishe pet, kisha pewe mashete. Va nekwangwete, unawasha moto sasa wacha nipepete, nibebeshe, niichezeshe. Maisha raha washa kitu vitu chekeshe. Akiana ni maisha ya city, tunaishingi 50-50. Takaribishwa na mwizi ama wajanja na mafisi. Wakubwa wa maofisi wananita mwenye kiti, wanaonanga niko fiti, hawezi nieka chini. Viva la vida, la vida, la vida. Alhamdulillah nimeiva, nimekula fiti nimeshiba, dua langu leo limefika. Amina, amina. Alhamdulillah nimeiva, nimepiga luku nimeshiba, dua langu leo limefika. Amina, amina. Amina, amina. Amina, amina. Amina, amina.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
A very good morning to you. You are listening to the Power Morning Drive Show with me, Anne Wanyoike, and this is Power Radio. My guest is already in studio, and I'm so exhilarated to be having a conversation. Today, as I had promised, we shall be talking about the participation of women in politics and governance. Remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media platforms. That is at Power Radio across TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also catch this live broadcast on YouTube at Power Radio. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the things. It will help us a good bit. And also on our website, you can catch this live stream on www.power254.org/Power Radio. Now, without much further ado, allow me to allow me to let my guest introduce herself, because I feel like she's just an amazing and incredible woman, and I do not want to miss out anything of what she does. So good morning, Miss Wendy.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yes, in this chilly but beautiful Friday morning in Nairobi. Karibu Power Radio.
Asante.
Yes.
I'm so glad to be here.
Asante
Finally.
sana. Thank you for honoring our invite.
Thank you.
So for anybody who might not know who you are, anyone who lives under a rock perhaps, kindly introduce yourself and tell us all the things that you are about.
All the things.
All. Literally all the things, because they
That's
shall...
a full basket.
It is a full basket, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Wendy Aura. I'm the executive director for Young Women Leaders Connect. Besides that, I wear many hats. The vice president for PANAFIL, that is Pan-African Female Young Leaders. And also I serve as a board member for an organization, Hope for Kenya Slum Adolescents Initiatives.
Yes.
I'm a, what do I say? Apart from the leadership, I'm a trainer, I'm a mediator.
Yeah.
I'm a graphic designer, events organizer. Yeah.
A naturalista.
Yeah, naturalista. And above all, I'm a mom of two, and also a mentor.
Yes.
And I love community work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So nimewambia, I wouldn't. It's good that you introduced yourself, you know, and it's quite exciting to just hear the many hats that you wear, which will form the basis and the premise of our discussions for today. So thank you so much for coming in. And let's just start with your journey as executive director at Young Women Leaders Connect. What do you do at YWLC?
Okay, so this is a Young Women-led organization founded in 2019 officially, though we started operating way back in 2017.
Right.
And the organization aims at socio-economic and political empowerment of the young people. For us, we are anchored on the pillars of advocacy, education, economic justice, and our three main key programs. We have leadership and governance, which focus on young women in politics. We have Shirais that focus on girls' education, and then the economic empowerment program. So we have we work with volunteers. We have members. It's a whole community of young people, mostly young women and men who are passionate about change, about community, and passionate about being at the table to make decisions, to represent others, and just to amplify the needs of the youth.
Yes. And so what was the story behind that? What led you to be like, you know what? I think there's a gap here. So I'm going to form a whole organization that helps to deal with these issues. What's the story? What inspired you to begin WLC?
Okay, way back when I was in campus, University of Nairobi, what inspired me during the long holidays, I could go back home in the village, and I used to work with the local schools, local secondary schools. So when I was teaching there, then I started exposing myself to realities of what happens uko mashinani kwa ground.
Right.
And I come from Homa Bay County.
Yes.
In a very remote village.
Yes.
And one of the things that I saw happening a lot, especially around me, because now I think there's class 6. I studied once in the village, so I was able to get to another school, but the girls I grew up with, at some point they were married off. So at some point they had kids. So a lot was happening, and when you go now teaching at that school,
yes,
I felt I needed to talk to them about some things.
Right.
I didn't want to limit myself to teaching chemistry because I was teaching science. So I didn't want to limit myself. So I could spare a few minutes to talk to them about life, talk about just life skills, how to protect themselves and all that.
Yes.
And I realized other teachers were not doing that.
Right.
There was just an reluctance to talk about some things. So I used to spare some minutes to talk about it. But while doing that, I realized they were not comfortable with such topics. It was a mixed school. So when I could mention some things, for example, let's say sex, I could just openly say sex.
Yeah.
But they were like, you should not, why are you saying that word? Like, I don't know, they wanted me to sugarcoat, but I didn't know how to sugarcoat.
Right.
So they were shying off from talking about some things, which I felt we need to speak about sex. We need to talk about family planning because girls are getting pregnant and dropping off schools. We need to talk about how to make decisions about their bodies and all that.
Yes.
So when I came back after long holidays, I come back to Nairobi.
Yes.
Then I feel I need to do something about girls because for me, it's also related to personal experience and my personal life because I come from a family of only girls.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom, we have 5 girls in my family. My stepmom has girls.
Okay.
So, and when I was able to go to a national school, it was like a history, like, okay, the reaction was like as if I made history. A girl has never done that.
Yeah.
Then you go to campus, now it's even a bigger deal.
Yeah,
because most of the girls, when they get pregnant, they drop off. Most of them don't finish Form 4. So it becomes, you becomes a village hero in quotes. And I'm like, this should be a normal thing.
Right.
Like, girls should be able to go to universities and do their PhDs and masters and become normal. It shouldn't be a big deal.
Yes.
So I felt so attached to education, particularly because I wanted to see girls go to universities, go to high school, and even if you get pregnant, continue their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a death sentence.
Yeah, it's not a death sentence.
Yeah.
So I've been so passionate about education.
Right.
So I started doing just something small. I started mobilizing friends. Let's go talk to some girls because I was Nairobi.
Yes.
Let's go talk to some girls in Kariobangi.
Yes.
Now I was living in Kariobangi. I met some girls. Let's go talk to them. I started mobilizing friends.
Yes.
And then an idea just comes into your mind. You know, a feeling of just doing something. And then I'm like, what do I give it? I just have something pushing me to do something.
Right.
So an idea of the name She Rise came into my mind. She Rise, the 2 words. But I now made it one, She Rise. So I was like, yeah, great. It sounds great. Yeah, She Rise. And that's the idea.
Right.
I want to see girls
rising. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the friends who are mobilizing, we called ourselves She Rise ambassadors. Then we started forming a WhatsApp group, and then we could walk to hostels, mobilizing for books, for sanitary pads. Then we go talk to the girls, visit them. So it happened, and it was now growing. It was now growing. At some point, I had friends in other campuses, so we had ambassadors all over.
Right.
So Shira started growing like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been there since that time, 2017.
Yeah.
So when I finished campus 2019, I was also a student leader for the Women Students
Yes.
Association.
At the University of
Yeah,
Nairobi.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finished, I felt I wanted to continue the leadership that I had in campus.
Yeah.
I was doing so much for the women students. I used to bring opportunities to them, platforms to talk, platforms for mentorship, networking, and all that. So after campus, you're feeling what next?
Yes.
So I knew for myself I needed to transit now to the community,
Right.
to national leadership.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I realized getting out at that point, though I felt a gap for young women, especially the transitioning from student leadership to
now national politics.
leadership. Yeah.
And we will talk about the power play of that, because it's something that a lot of women leaders, I've heard them talking about it over and over again. All right, so that's how you kind of...
that's how the idea came. Now,
Yeah.
by the time we were thinking of the name Young Women Leaders Connect,
Yes.
because now we're incorporating young women in politics
Yes.
as a program.
Yeah.
Apart from the Shires.
Yes.
So Shires was already existing, but we needed an umbrella that is going to bring the agendas together. And also, at that time, I had other female student leaders who just cleared campus.
Yes.
And I shared the idea with them.
And they were aspiring
yeah.
into these political positions as well.
So I shared the dream, and I had friends who are also sharing the vision.
Yes.
So we came together, and that's how the name came. Young Women Leaders Connect.
Awesome.
But over time, we've had men coming on board.
Right.
So I know people ask, is it only women? Yeah, we have men on board.
Yes.
Our board, advisory board, has men. Our mentors, we have men. Beneficiaries nowadays, we have also boys included. So
that's good. Yeah.
It's the name because it's the brand that we build. Yeah.
Amazing. And so, as we talk about the participation of women in politics and governance, you as Wendy Ora, who has been able to be in very many spaces that are political as a woman, navigating that space and also aspiring into political leadership, what would you say the state of Kenyan women participation in politics stands at? Is it satisfactory from where you sit?
Okay, it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey. We cannot say we've reached where we want, or we cannot say we've not made progress. Now, if you go back to way back when we got independence, there's a time we had one woman in the parliament, then 22, and then 5. Right now we're talking about 20 something.
Yes.
So looking at that, looking at history, it's been a progress.
Yes.
One day at a time in this journey. But we can say there's much
more
that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still reach the 2/3
general.
2/3 without having to top up women every time.
That's right.
So
I mean, Rwanda has done it.
Yeah.
We
their
have
parliament
countries
that have done that.
Yeah.
South Africa has more female. Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Just recently, Mexico just
elected
brought women to the top.
Yes.
US for the first time they brought Kamala Harris
as
the
a
top.
VP. Yes.
So I think the world is changing a lot. We are evolving every day. And I'm hoping that as we evolve, we also evolve our minds.
Yes.
So that we change our idea of women leadership.
Yes.
Yeah. So women have had to go through a lot of barriers to be in leadership, to even vie, to even think of vying.
What are some of these challenges or barriers that you've seen with a lot of politically aspiring women?
The most prominent one would be the social, the beliefs, traditional,
the cultural,
beliefs. We have some communities, most communities, we are Africans.
Yes.
And our background, your cultural background relates to men being at the top, men being at the table.
Yes.
And women being at the back. or in the kitchen, like behind. So that is how we grew up, and it has been traditions. So that's why I'm saying it's changing slowly by slowly, because it is, culture is not changed in one day.
Yes.
Culture takes time, because it's about attitude,
Beliefs.
perceptions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of things. So the beliefs about women leadership. So there are a lot of stereotypes that come with that. For example, when I'm to vie, the first instance will be, I can't be led by a woman. Yeah, we have people who still feel a woman cannot lead. Just being a woman, not for any other reason, just being a woman.
Yeah.
And then after looking at that, they look at age. And this is now where young women, we face even double stereotyping.
Double the trouble.
Yeah, you're a woman and then you're a young person. What do you want to tell us? What do you know? Yeah, so it becomes hard trying to convince them that I didn't come because I'm a woman or because I'm a young person.
Yeah.
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 So we have that.
Yeah.
And then, and historically, politics has been male dominated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has been the men making decisions, the men deciding, the men in the parliament, in the executive.
That's right.
So trying to maneuver to those heights, it becomes a challenge, because now we have very few also at the top. So we have few at the top, and then it becomes hard trying to prove yourself that you're worthy to be in that position.
That's right.
Yeah. And if besides that, for young women or generally young people, another challenge now comes again with finances. Yeah, financial muscle.
Yeah.
Politics is money.
Yes.
Yeah, and
It's
Kenyans,
expensive.
we've monetized everything.
Right.
Yeah, we've monetized everything. If you
Karibu
don't give-
oxygen ni monetiziwe,
I think only oxygen
taxiwa.
is the only thing that we've not
Taxed.
Yeah.
Even in the finance bill, I was looking for, where is oxygen? How much are we going to be taxed for?
Yeah, there's a lot of kitu kidogo mentality.
Yes.
And you have to give me something so that I
Yeah,
can vote
yeah,
you in.
yeah, yeah.
So that has also made politics be rotten, because I know you can do everything, and then someone will just come last minute, pour out money, and then they change, buy people with money. Yeah, that is another one. But also, there's another aspect that is also tied to cultural beliefs.
Yes.
The aspect of okay, in Kijaluo we call it migogo.
Meaning?
Migogo means uko kwetu, in my place.
Yes.
I'm called migogo before I'm married.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
migogo.
this is a very
In my
African
place.
thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's the connotation of it is that you are not a whole human before you're married.
Before you're married.
Or you're not woman enough unless you're married. So you cannot tell us nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues. I don't know. That is now the mentality I'm talking about.
Right.
The beliefs that we are growing up with, that you have to be married.
Yeah.
It's like being married is tied to being responsible.
Right.
Like if you're not married, you're not responsible.
Yeah.
So,
Very
and
wrong
even if you're
thinking.
married, you can't vie at your home place. So they expect you to vie at your husband's.
Wow. Okay.
So this migogo thing is also another
Challenge.
challenge that, okay, for us, Luos, I know it happens. Maybe in other communities, I'm not sure.
Different, yeah.
But it is one battle that you get hit with.
Yes.
Once you're a woman and then you're vying in your home place. So you know, you've been raised in your place, you've been raised there, you know the issues.
You know the area.
You know the ground, you know the community, the people.
Yes.
But they expect you to go vie elsewhere, which maybe you don't even live there. You're just married to the guy. But now you need to start building track, building your name that other side. You know, that's another challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's something else that we get fought with a lot. But again, also, the challenges are quite a lot.
Handsome, a lot.
Let's go to political parties. The challenges. Who
Talk
controls
about
the
that.
political parties?
Of course, it's
The
men.
big bosses of the political parties.
It's men.
So how do you prove yourself that you need to be actually
Listened
at that
to.
top table and
Yes.
being listened to?
Yes.
As much as the political parties are are advocating for we need women, but who makes the decision?
It's men.
Do their voices count?
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to be put at the seat. You are the chairperson of the women league.
Yes.
You are what? You're the secretary of the NEC.
Mm-hmm.
But does your voice count?
Does it count?
Does it count?
Yeah.
I've been in a political party.
Yes, you
and
have
I know
been.
how it works.
Yes, how does it work? Let us expose this big boys club. No, for real. I listen to a lot of women at top level positions, and something that they keep always constantly, it's like a generic response that they deal with so much imposter syndrome, because it's like, yes, you have a seat at the table, but you are on the menu. You are the one who is being eaten at, because your voice does not count. So even you as Wendy, how did you navigate these spaces as a Kenyan political party? First of all, how do you even deal with that? Where do you begin? How do you navigate it?
Yeah, the truth is, these parties, they have founders and the party leaders.
Yes.
The most decisions lie with them.
Right.
Yeah. As much as you have the neck.
Yes.
But how meaningful is your contribution in that secretariat? Yes, we are advocating to be represented, and that's a good thing. Let's have more women at the top.
Representation, yay.
But does your voice count? So one of the things, maybe I've served as a vice chair of a youth league for Homa Bay County when I was in Kano. And I'm not discussing Kano, but now experience of how to navigate in a political party.
Yes.
You have to position yourself well.
By position, what do you mean?
Position in terms of parties have activities.
Okay.
Parties have manifesto, agenda. It's more of being proactive, but coming and bringing something to the table. What value are you bringing? So people look at value.
Yes.
Because I don't think you can be a member.
Yeah.
But what will push you to being just a member to maybe a role? You were in the youth league and you were secretary or something. You must have proven a point. There must be value that you're adding.
Right.
So let's work on the value addition.
Yes.
For us, for you to be able to earn a seat. Yeah.
Okay.
And also being proactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, parties have a lot of opportunities. Political parties, they have opportunities for learning, exposure. At a ground, do something for your party. Yeah, do something. If they need, if there's an issue that is trending, that is current.
Yeah.
What innovative idea do you bring so that the party is also involved in such discussions?
Yes.
When they need someone to do something, are you there? So most of the time it's about what makes you unique, because we have so many members. So what makes you unique, worthy of that position? That's what I'm talking about, being strategically positioned.
Yes.
In terms of value addition.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when we talk about even active politics, I know that financing and funding is a big issue, not only in business, but also even in politics. I've heard it said many times that accessing funding for female candidates for their campaign rallies is twice or thrice the difficulty, and they find so much like there's a lot of challenges that they have to get through. So when you hear of such challenges, then how can we build sustainable sources of funding for women who are aspiring into political parties and stuff like that? Yeah, because they need to be supported also financially. Yeah.
So when it comes to finance, and one thing I know is a reality.
Yeah.
And should work is women needs to be economically empowered, whether you're in politics, whether in a social, public life.
Yes.
Women needs to learn how to be economically stable at personal level. Yeah, because when these parties, most of the time, they don't have money to fund everyone.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have money. We have so many candidates, and the money the parties have are limited. And most of the time, it depends also with the size of the party.
Yes.
We have those dominant parties and the small ones.
This is true.
So if you know, and leadership and economic, they go hand in hand. Yeah, if you're a leader, economic empowerment is a key aspect of being a leader.
Yes.
Because everything is money.
Everything.
Everything. Even if you
Literally.
have that role in a party,
Yeah.
you'll still be using money for some things. You need money. And now when you need to vie, maybe now you need to work on your finances 5 years prior before that elections. Because you cannot come to a party and expect a party to finance you.
Yeah.
Let that funding from finance or other sources be additions.
Right.
But at your own personal levels, are you working on your savings? Are you working on your investments? Yeah. Because nowadays, like I said, everything is money. And nowadays, money is the bargaining power.
It is.
It is. It is the bargaining power. Now you'll be coming to vie. Last minute, you need security. You're a woman. You can't walk without security. Security is money. Last minute, you need...
There's a conference in New York.
Yeah.
You're needed to get on a flight.
Yeah, you
the
need
first
money.
flight out. Yeah.
And everything about, even the community works need money.
Right.
You will need to brand yourself. So I know most of the parties, they normally support with things like branding. NGOs. They can support you with branding.
Yeah.
But can it be enough?
Is it sustainable?
Yeah.
You
Is
know,
it sustainable?
for the whole circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of before they point to you, you work or you have something in your pot.
Right.
So that theirs is more of additions. They pour into something.
Yeah.
But you cannot walk into a party and expect 100% funding.
Yeah.
You'll be
It's not
disappointed.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone has interest. Even those controlling that money have interest.
Yes.
And they have their people.
What's in it for them?
Yeah. What's in for them?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. If you're just tuning in right now, this is the Power Morning Drive Show on Power Radio. And I'm in studio with Wendy Ora, the Executive Director of Young Women Leaders Connect. And we are unpacking the challenges and what it takes, the intricacies and the complexities of being a woman in the political and governance spaces. When we come back, we will get into further discussions about the role of mentorship in raising up women to take up more positions of leadership, politics and governance. But before that, let's get into some music. Remember, you can at us on our social media handles at Twitter, TikTok, Facebook and Instagram at Power Radio. Yes, use the hashtag Power Morning Drive. You can also catch this live broadcast on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe at Power Radio. That's our YouTube channel. And also the live stream is on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. I want us to play Fena's song, She's Doing Her Thing Though, because clearly Wendy is doing her thing though. Yes, this is a celebration for Wendy and all other women that are, would I say, braving, just like braving the harsh conditions that they have to get through in order to fight for the positions that they are at. Let's get some music. We will be right back after this short musical break. Do not move that muscle. Keep it Power Radio.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Lord. Piki maua, hibidi na ua, piki maua,
I logos music.
piki maua, hibidi na ua, piki maua, hibidi.
And if Kimani didn't know, one day she would grow to be a known worldwide presenter. Victoria Kimani didn't know that she would kill the show. Run Lagos before Nairobi felt out. Take a look at Lupita Nyong'o. A better life right now is full of pretenders. Spend a little now you know. Spend now me know. So kambali na nimbali ni naenda. Now you can bet your money on me. Baby, I'm the real deal, real deal. And they can never slow me down. I'm a big deal, big deal. Mama told me, sit down, be humble, keep it classy, keep it real. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. I wanna meet Buddha, so I can shake her hand, tell her she a queen, she made something of herself. Now I can catch feelings, she account shillings, top billing, watch she in a private jet, get down on your knees and praise. And then do your best, they don't know your tears, what your tears, speak now or forever hold your breath. Now you can bet your money on me, baby I'm the real deal, and they can never slow me down, I'm a big deal, big deal. Mama told me, sit down, be humble, keep it classy like Victoria. Ready. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. She a queen though. I wanna big up all the queens in the building. All the queens doing their thing. I see you, baby. Get on the floor one time. Now, picky maua. Picky maua. Picky maua. Picky maua. Now you can bet your money on me. Baby, I'm the real deal. And they can never slow me down. I'm a big deal. Mama told me, sit down, be humble, keep it classy, give it real. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. She a queen
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
She's doing her thing though, Miss Phenomena Gitu, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show, and I'm your host, Anne Wanyoike. And I'm not alone in studio. If you're just tuning in, we are with Wendy Ora. She's the Executive Director of Young Women Leaders Connect. She's doing amazing things, and that song was a special dedication to her because she's doing her thing though. We are discussing about the participation of women's inclusion in politics and governance, because this is a conversation that we have to have. And this was actually a thing that was inspired by the just concluded elections of Mexico, where they elected their first female leader, Miss Claudia. And by the way, she's already going through whatever women leaders go through, some body shaming allegations as well. A lot of flack being given to her. So, Wendy, as we continue our discussion, so when I hear about, how the hardships and the challenges of navigating political power as a woman, I cannot divorce the thought of the mental tax, that the mental and emotional work that goes into having to deal with this constant battering, down. So, how do you deal with that? Because I can only imagine
the emotional bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just mention that one of the challenges I forgot to mention
Yes.
was online harassment.
Oh, wow. It's a big one.
Sexual, gender-based violence.
Yes.
So there's a lot of violence that is involved into politics, and that's why you hear the phrase "politics is dirty." Yeah. It can be physical, it can be sexual, it can be virtual,
Emotional. Yeah.
it can be emotional,
Verbal.
vulnerable. Because now you are, as a leader, you are a public figure.
Yes.
And you are exposing yourself to the world. And this is a world that is dynamic and full of all characters of people.
Yes.
So we have we've had cases of body shaming. Some people will want to judge you based on how you look, how you do your makeup, how you dress.
Yeah.
They'd be like, ni slay queen.
Wow.
Yeah, you can be judged that, especially for young women.
Yes.
Slaying becomes something that they want to use to fight you.
Yeah.
They look at how you dress.
Yeah.
You'll always be on the public eye.
Wow.
You'll always be exposed to criticism
and scrutiny.
Yeah. So and also on the ground, most of the politics, you need to walk in the night, work in the night, moving from door to door, doing all that. People are campaigning, men are campaigning, they're not sleeping.
Right.
And as a woman, you are there weighing between your safety and going out in the night.
Yeah.
Because your opponent, who is a man,
yeah,
is very comfortable walking in the night and campaigning. So these are the issues that women face. Sometimes you need bodyguards.
Yeah.
And bodyguards is money.
Yes. Yeah. Again.
Now let's come to online. Now online is even worse because now you are dealing with people you cannot see.
Right.
People who are very mean and harsh.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. So all these things, they bring a lot of emotional breakdown.
Yeah.
Because you are handling so much in the public eye.
Yeah.
And one of the things that women have also been fought again is the issue of being emotional publicly.
Yes.
They expect you to be a man. Okay, so they say.
Yes.
But you are a human. You have feelings. Yeah. And sometimes it's just okay, but people don't understand that it's okay.
Yeah.
So the challenges are there. And when it comes to emotional, one of the things I would encourage is people to guard their sanity with whatever it takes. If you're a victim of online violence, online harassment, we have buttons for block.
Yeah.
Block people.
And report.
And report.
Yes.
We have the Cyberbullying Act that is operational. Yeah. So when you feel somebody is crossing your boundaries and you have the law should protect you. Yeah. But now the issue is now following up and getting justice is another thing in Kenya.
Yeah.
But protect your sanity, protect your territory.
Yes.
Block people.
Yes.
And sometimes what you need is also throw back. Throw 50, I throw 50. Sometimes it just takes that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can't just sit back and let somebody trash on you.
Yes.
Yeah, but I would also encourage that we also have online armies for our own sisters.
Yeah.
If you see someone being trolled, we should be at the forefront to
protect them.
Yeah, to protect that person.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know I have friends who've been in politics, and after that political season, they pull down their accounts.
Wow.
And people get depressed. They are broke. They're back to
broken.
zero. Their lives, they are broken.
Yes.
Some marriages are broken.
Wow.
Because of politics.
Wow.
And so there's a close connection between politics and even your personal life.
Yes.
Your children are exposed. Your husband is exposed. The people you hang out with
are exposed.
Yeah. So it's a big risk. So how you mitigate this risk is another thing that we learn and unlearn every day. So it's never easy.
I mean, wow. Listening to this, I know that you're big on mentorship. What do you think the role of mentorship then becomes if you want to at least aspire into these political parties as a woman, and why it's important to create communities of people that you can have like a safe net with in terms of mentorship? Yeah, whether horizontal mentorship or even peer-to-peer mentorship.
So like any other part of life, sector of life, social, economic, we all need mentors. One or the other, you need a mentor, and a political mentor is very important, because now we are talking about, this is something with a lot of, for me, I normally prefer women mentors, especially in politics.
Yes.
One, because
you're gonna be president.
all of us are women.
Yeah,
of course I'm gonna be president.
Let me actually say it while I look at this camera. Today is 7th of June 2024, and I'm saying, without fear of contradiction, Miss Wendy Ora is going to be president of Kenya.
Amen to that. Someday.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, I specifically incline to women in politics. Number one, being a woman, it's unique. The challenges, the opportunities, everything is unique when you're a woman.
Yeah.
So it's important that you learn from your own.
Right.
Because if I have an older, let me use the word older, person who has been there before you, they've understood the terrain. So as a young woman who is getting into politics, there's a lot to learn from them.
Right.
And I love mentorship in the angle of real life experience. In politics, I don't like theory. So I prefer you tell me practical how it looks like, because it's theory on the books and on online.
Yeah, but can I apply it?
But the practical is different.
Yes.
So you need a woman who has been there, who has been elected, who has campaigned, who has been bullied, to tell you how it looks like and how they manage, so that maybe you don't repeat the same mistake, or you learn from how they did it.
Yes.
But also it's okay to have of the opposite gender. Mentorship, it's now personal. It depends on the person. You can also learn other things, but men they have their own strength in politics.
Yeah.
You can also learn the strength in politics.
Yes.
So mentorship is very important. And for us, when we're even introducing young women in politics as a program, the gap that we felt was there is the mentorship.
Right.
We feel that as much as we advocate for women in leadership, we need to bridge the intergenerational gap.
Yes.
Have more young women, groom young women, nurture young women right now, so that they are ready and fit, better fit, when now we'll be having more women at the table. So for us, the angle, like I said, that I love and we adopt is bringing the seasoned women leaders closer to the young women leaders.
Yes.
Like I said, right now, if you look around the former student leaders that are now doing well in politics, majority are men. The names that will come out, Akina Governor Orengo, Babu Wino, Akina Miguna, those are former student leaders. But we have very few women that will get in that list. So we need to groom right now female student leaders.
Yes.
Female young professionals.
Yes.
So that we have a network and a breed that is ready to take over the 2/3 that we're talking about.
Yes.
So for us, we are very keen on intergenerational inclusion and mentorship in our program. And so far, we've been doing that through the Women Lead Forums that we host.
Yes.
Last year, we were doing round tables.
Yes.
We always make sure we have a seasoned a woman leader to come.
Yes.
And talk about the experience, real life experience.
Real life, yeah.
If the topic is about political parties, tell us how you got to be
get there?
Chairperson of the Women League.
Yes.
What does it take?
Yes.
What is the stake of that?
Right.
So there's a lot to learn from those who've gone ahead of us. And for us, one woman leader that I must appreciate and salute is Honorable Millie Mabona.
Yeah.
Our first ever program that we had.
Yes.
Zero money in our pockets. She came and she spent a whole day with us.
Wow.
She spent a whole day with 50 young women leaders.
Amazing.
I never forget. It was
Yeah.
our first ever
Yeah.
when we had the idea with no money.
With no money,
But
the
she
idea.
sacrificed. She cancelled all
Her
activities for the day.
Mhm.
And that is not all. She's been coming every time we invite her.
And
And that is the
support.
spirit we need. We cannot talk about mentorship when we are not...
When it's not active
When
mentorship.
it's not active.
Yes.
Yeah. So being active
mentorship.
means even sacrificing your time
Yes.
to come and be with us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But because we see these people growing up, we see these women and we applaud them, we admire them.
Yeah.
On TV, for the first time I saw Millie Mabona, I was like,
Yeah. Hey.
I don't believe this is
You. Is this you?
I only see you on TV.
Right.
And it happens then when we are celebrating, we see them from far. For us, what we want is to bring them to the people.
Yeah.
Not the people, be specific, the young women leaders.
Yes.
So that they see that they can also be seen on the screens and they can also be admired. The girls, the little girls can admire them.
Yes.
And that is what we're advocating for.
That's
that
true.
we have more young women being seen, more young women getting those platforms to be seen. Visibility is very key in politics.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to be visible because
Yes.
politics, you're selling yourself to the people.
Yeah.
And people are out there.
That's true.
People are not in your house.
They are out here.
They're not in your compound.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, and online is one place that we find people. So you have to be visible.
Yes.
So mentorship plays a very
Crucial role.
pertinent role
Yes.
in political leadership. You need someone to guide you on finances. You need someone to guide you on political party engagement.
Yes.
You need someone who can call your name in rooms of opportunities.
That's true.
One thing I've seen happening, and it's real. People it's about who knows you. It's happening a lot. It's real, whether it is in the NGO, social space, or political.
Your networks.
It's about your network.
Yeah.
So let's create opportunities for young women leaders to network,
Yeah.
to be visible, to be seen,
Yeah.
and also to talk about themselves. That's platform. And sometimes you need. I know we talk about. You can do it on your own. Yeah, that is also possible. But it's always good to have that push behind and someone you admire that can tell you, "Apale mbele by there's this. You need to do this," or just someone to encourage you. Because it's not easy.
Yes.
It's a lot of things.
It's true.
Yeah.
And even regionally, I'm quite excited to, because of course we can't just have a local conversation that then stops at Kenya. When I look at regional bodies like the African Union, right now the Africa Union is led by the youth official of the African Union, Miss Cleo Mpemba. She's a woman. We have the former one was Miss Aya Shebi of Tunisia. We are constantly seeing, that more representation of women in powerful positions being promoted. So my question then would be, I remember there's this show that was running on one of our local stations called Miss President, and I really loved that show because of the representation. Again, we were able to see the dynamics, like how are decisions made, how do you negotiate, stuff like that. So of course, as a media practitioner myself, this is a question that I'm asking for selfish reasons. What do you think the role of media then would be in promoting whatever we are talking about, in promoting the place of inclusion in women in politics and governance? Because a show is great. It was great. It was nicely produced, but that's not enough.
Yeah. So media plays a big role in women's political life because media links you to the people. I told you politics is about people.
Yeah.
It's for the people,
For the
by
people.
the people,
Yes.
with the people.
Yes.
Politics is not in vacuum. So media is the intermediary between you and the people. So they play a key role. And
Yes.
one of the things we advocate for is that we have, for example, we have these many shows in big mainstream media.
Yeah.
So we are advocating that when you are having discussions on state of the nation, governance, social issues, most of the times we've had complaints of having a men's only panel. Yeah. Yet we have women who can
Many
talk
women.
about those issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not have female panels? Yeah.
As well.
Because they have content, they have the knowledge.
Yeah.
So when we expand such opportunities, first you are opening a space for visibility, like you said.
Yes.
So which is very important. You are able to articulate agenda on a platform that people can see. And because we want to dismantle the notion that women huyu ameletwa tu na mwingine
flower girl, they call them political flower girls.
Yeah, who can only be nominated and all that.
Yeah.
It is through media that we are able to articulate our agenda. And we're able to prove the point that we have issues. Our politics is issues based.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is the media that will also enable you to gain confidence. Because now when through media, people are able to judge how you speak. I told you they judge everything.
Everything.
The way you eat, and the way you dress, the way you put your hair.
Wow.
The way you are talking.
I was listening to a conversation with Michelle Obama, yeah? She was being interviewed, and even her, she wasn't really the president. She was the president's wife.
Yeah.
But she said that everything, immediately they stepped into the White House. From her hair, like everything was a topic of discussion. They teared her down, yani hata hajai recover.
It happens.
It happens.
I know for her,
yeah.
She's dealt with issues of even her gender orientation.
Yes.
It's been harsh
It's
on
been,
her.
oh my God, conspiracy theories.
The spouse. She's not even the president.
She's the spouse. Just being politically adjacent or power adjacent also comes with its own set of difficulties and harshnesses. Wow. Oh, my good Lord. This is opening my eyes to a lot of things. I was just sharing off air that when Hillary Clinton wanted to clinch the seat for president in the United States, I mean, it was such a great moment in history for the democratic progression the world over. Even myself, I thought I would be president one day. Until I started reading and growing up and seeing what it takes. And I was like, maybe not. Let me just stick to journalism because this is what I know how to do best. Yeah, but anyway, we are still discussing and dissecting issues that political... women in politics and governance go through with Wendy... I wanted to say Wendy Williams. Oh, my days. Yeah, I am joined in studio by the executive director, Miss Wendy Ora of the Young Women Leaders Connect. When we come back, we finalize our discussion for today. I can't believe it's almost time. But again, time really goes and flies when you're having fun. I don't know whether we have comments flying in that we can read. Anyone? Okay, we shall be looking at the comments, but I can see that Brigadier is in the building. Thank you, Mr. Brigadier. You stay a fan. Tunakulove, man. Asante sana kwa your support. I want us to listen to Kama Kawaida, a song by Kagwe Mwingai, because it's Friday, and why not? We should definitely kick in with the good feels here. I know we are talking about very heavy issues, but we still have to get our groove on because it's Friday and we need a place to escape the harsh realities. All right, so remember you can continue streaming this conversation on our YouTube channel. That is at Power Radio. Please subscribe, share, like, comment. On our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio is where you can get us. And also on across our social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Power Radio. Follow us also. We might just follow you. Yes, we will follow you back. Yes, and let us know let us know where you're tuning in from, any questions that you might have for Miss Wendy, as well as any comments regarding, even if you want to request a song, we keep it 100% Kenyan music. Yes, you can also request for a song and we will be sure to do that for you. Right now, let's get some music. We will be right back as we wrap up our conversation today on the role and participation of women in politics and governance. See you right back. We'll be right back.
Power Radio. Power
We got 3 queens on the track, Mayonde, Fena, Gitu, and Moroni, the drummer queen, and they're about to kill it. You ain't ready for this, Nairobi. If you killing it, put your hands up in the air for this one time.
Feeling so fresh, so juicy. Only rock with the best, I'm choosy. I got the sauce, I'm choosy. In the ghetto at the same time, bougie. Ooh, wanna take a photo, cause my style look. Caught a good vibe, I can feel it in my soul. Driving around Nairobi like a boss. I don't mean to brag, no, I don't mean to floss. Of course, on the highway, listening to Kagwe, to New West, thank God that it's Friday. Man, we so fly, it's our time. On the dance floor, do my latte wine. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I kill it, kama kawaida, I kill it, I kill it, kama kawaida, I kill it, I kill it, kama kawaida, I kill it, I kill it.
Kama kawaida, niko na mistari na niko na mawaida. If she asks for money, never leave with the broad. And if he say he'll pay you next week, he's a fraud. East African girl, hella mean with the quad. One time, then I leave with the squad. She say she got the sauce, I got the mayo. The way I rock the city, Nairobi be like, ayo. Hey, we can chill in my car. You can listen to my new sheet. Now do you like it or not? Can you with my bullshit? Wanna babaika? I feel it, I do. Oh, the way I kill it, I do. And anything you want, yeah, I feel it, I do.
Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do. Oh, I kill it, I do. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do.
911, we are burn.
Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do.
Oh yeah,
I kill it, I do. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do. I kill it, I do.
That drama queen start, favorite part. Right around Nairobi, sitting pretty on the tracks. I'm thinking my new flag is greater than you can. Imagine venye tumewakilisha with my clan. Let's talk about it. I've been about it, dream about it. Worked so hard I became about it. Worked so hard they became about me. Ask about me, ask about me. What's surrounding? All the squad is who's around me. All the sauce is who's around me. Real, trill, live for the thrill. Lucky Luciano, baby, live for the kill. Deal. In something important, for something important. Kuha so Nick constant like
I kill it, I do. I kill it, I do. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do. I kill it, I do. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do. I kill it, I do. Kama kawaida, I kill it, I do. I kill it, I kill it, I do.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
kama kawaida, they kill it. Yes, they do. And we also kill it. We are Power Radio. Of course, we kill it. It's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike and I'm your host. And I am in studio joined by Wendy Ora, the Executive Director of the Young Women Leaders Connect. And we are wrapping up our show. Today we've been discussing the ins, the outs, the meats and the bones of the political and government participation of women. And we've talked about so many things. We've talked about navigating power play. We've talked about navigating emotional and mental health as women. We've talked about why it's important to have mentors, both vertical and horizontal mentorship for women who are aspiring into this powerful position. So as we wrap up the show, I would love to ask Miss Wendy, what are some of the approaches that Young Women Leaders Connect is leveraging on in the advancement and the promotion of, including women in politics in a more healthy, sustainable, and meaningful way?
So the program on political participation is specifically aiming at expanding opportunities to the young women leaders. So by opportunity, we mean that for us, we want to be that place when you need young women at the table.
Right.
You come to us.
Yes.
If you need, if we have NGOs having programs, trainings. We've had those just wanting to have webinars and conversations. We want to be the platform where we link the young women leaders to such opportunities.
That's right.
We have opportunities in the media. So we are working, for example, like this on
Power Radio.
And she's one of us. She's one of us.
I am.
Yeah, so
I told you I might be president.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, so widening these opportunities is key because the opportunities are limited. And if there's not someone bridging that gap, then it's not there. Then also in terms of, there's a lot of aspects to political leadership like branding.
Yes.
Finances, community, marketing and all that.
Yeah.
So, for example, with the Shira's program, as much as we work with the communities, but we allow the young women to volunteer to be at the forefront of driving this program per ground. So everything rotates about nurturing leadership, and that is what we focus on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so then, I think about the Sustainable Development Goals, and Goal 5 talks about gender equality, and it leads me to my next question, which is then how do we, from this point moving forward, how do we leverage on strategic state and non-state partnerships in ensuring that we are pulling all our efforts towards those targets of, sustaining equality for women, inclusion for women in political engagement and in governance?
So partnership is very key because to achieve gender equality is not a one-man thing.
Yes.
And we are advocating for this at national level.
Right.
So it means that we need to pool resources, financial, non-financial muscle to achieve this. Already, I'll give a typical example. We wanted a 2/3 gender rule to be implemented.
Yes.
But the government alone cannot do this. That's why you see we have many NGOs, non-governmental organizations, advocating for this. We've had them leading advocacy. Advocacy, they target the decision makers.
Yes.
And we are having non-state actors leading and creating these advocacy projects, campaigns.
Yes.
So that they reach the decision makers in parliament.
Yes.
And when we have the push from outside, then inside the parliament, the decision makers, they're able to feel the pressure. So it's very important because you see, for example, the time when we were trying to push for this, we had so many civil society actors that were involved, and even the judiciary was involved because now it is a a constitutional issue.
Yes.
So we had to involve also the judiciary, which is another partner in this.
Right.
We have the youth organizations, then the women organizations. We have even the professionals coming on board, because gender equality is not a women issue only. This is a common societal issue that everyone needs to advocate for.
Yeah.
So partnership is very important. And one of the other partner that is involved in this journey is the donors, the development partners.
Yes.
They play a key role because organizations need funding.
That's right.
So in all efforts that we have towards achieving gender equality, they need finances. So that is where the development actors come on board.
Yes.
Yeah. So it plays a key role in everything around promoting women political leadership. Yeah.
And just based on your experience, what then do you portend to be some of the trends that we should be looking out for in the governance and political space, especially when it comes to women for the next 5 years? What do you think the global trends will look like, and how can we build towards that?
Yeah. For me, I feel young women are ready to take up the mantle, and they're already showing up. Yeah.
Yes.
And we are ending the era where we are waiting for just nominations.
Right.
We are showing
taking
up,
the bull by the horns.
Yeah, to be elected. So we are taking up elective seats.
Right.
So people should expect to see more young people coming out to be elected. Another thing is that the women rep position has always been left for the women. But today we see many women leaders, many women going for MPs, senators, governors.
Yeah.
Right now we have 7 governors.
Yes.
And we didn't start from 7.
Yes.
It started from 3.
Yes, and then
we progressed. Yeah. So it means that women are now getting more aware of that they're also eligible for these seats.
Yes.
So the issue of when the 2 women rep it's ending.
It's ending. We cannot be boxed.
So people get ready. People get ready to have women governors.
Yeah.
And even the women president.
Yeah.
So the one trend that will come up the next few years, we'll be seeing presidential candidates.
That's right.
Gubernatorial candidates.
That's
who
right.
are women.
Yeah.
Young people coming to vie. So the trend is changing, and people should also adapt to the changes that are happening because we need to evolve everything. We need to evolve our mind, how we think, and how we also view women leadership.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, Wendy. Of course, I keep saying that one conversation is never enough. Please tell us that you will come again to Power Radio and we discuss other things.
Of course.
Yeah?
Anytime.
There's
a lot of things
there
we can always
is so
talk
many
about.
things to talk about. But let me just take this opportunity to appreciate you for honoring our invite.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for sharing the wisdom and the insight that you have shared with us this morning.
Of course.
We are so delighted that you could join us. And thank you so much also for the amazing work that you're doing, that you're not just talking about it from a removed place. You are being about it. You're innovating even. You are providing solutions for the women who are, want to get into these positions. And I want to read some of the comments, Shout out to Brigadier General. He's saying that finally our guest is this was for Kitambo. Yes, he's saying that ndio hiyo salute. He's saying that he can hear us loud and clear. Asante sana Brigadier General, we truly appreciate you, man. We also have a comment from Francis Onono. He's saying Wendy is lit. Oh yeah, she is.
Thank you.
Yes, my fans. Umewalipa pesa ngapi? Nizo nyinyi wanasiasa. You politicians.
Jameni.
Yes, we also say Brigadier is also saying that girl is on fire.
Thank you.
Then Samuel Kivati is saying bravo, Wendy. Amazing. These are his for she's, and we love to see it. Thank you so much.
Simon is one of our mentors.
Oh, shout out to Samuel Kivati. Yeah, we need to see more collaboration between men and women, even in this. In this conversation. Oh, we also have Susan Jonjo. Is saying Wendy is a powerhouse, my leader, and a very intelligent woman. Very amazing.
Thank you, Susan.
Susan
Thank you,
Jonjo.
Susan. That's
our very own
part
Susan.
of my team. Our
Yes,
own Susan.
our
Thank you
very
so
own
much.
Susan. Asante,
Yeah.
and also thank you for listening and for tuning in and for the amazing work also that you're doing at WLC. Yeah, haya basi, mimi sina la ziada. I just want to say thank you to everybody who joined in, who tuned in, who commented. Please like, subscribe, share. Yes, so that we can reach more people with this kind of progressive conversations and conversations that bring us higher and bring us, into the truth of what we want to shape society into. Yes, I'm out. I am out. I have been your host, Wanyoike. Thank you so much, Wendy, for coming in today.
Yeah.
Yes, and you do want to stick around because at 11 a.m., Miss Mudhoni Guitar will be coming in with the She Talks show where she discusses all things women. So you do want to catch our girl as she discusses that. And also, today is the D-Day. Miss Flo Z, my very own producer, is there. It's first of all, it's her birthday, so happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. And also from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., catch her with her debut. Ital Groove. She's debuting her reggae show today on her very first time on Power Radio, also on her birthday. That's a very special thing. Yeah. So for all you reggae lovers and reggae nerds there, Mr. What's his name? I forget the artist that is coming. Shamir, yes, Shamir is going to be in the building as they talk about all the things that he has been working on. So do stick around from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Ital Groove is coming to you on Power Radio. Aya basi, sina la ziada. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. June is Men's Mental Health Month, and so on Monday we shall be discussing about men's mental health and the state of masculinity, positive masculinity at least, as it were. All right, I'm out. See you when I see you. Have yourself a great and fantastic weekend. Bye.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop.
Here we go. See, I'm loving what you do to me, so if it's cool, let me know. We can kick it to the VIP because the party don't stop till 3. Meaning you're in the crib all over me. CIBTRIP PER, and we are CAMP to the moolah. We blow this bazooka. It's crazy, baby, how I'm on you like Slim to shit it. So let me see your head bob, cause this party don't stop.
Cause tonight,
you better bring somebody to the club. To the club.
Cause tonight,
we calling everybody, so get up.
Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on.
Let me give your body a job, employ a new technique. Work it, rock it like a cradle, and better need a free. Wait a minute, let me clarify. The way you maneuver, I can't deny. So scream. make your way. Tie your leg, give me more A-OK. It ain't fair. The way you're shaking it and moving it, baby. Make them stare. Step up in the building, everybody and go up. Then it's it. You better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. So get your hands up.
Get ready to party on the dance floor, jamming till 6 in the morning.
So get your drinks up.
Don't spill on nobody. Hit the bar, get some girls, cause the bottles we poppin'. But I'm a little bit too bubbly, so all the ladies look lovely, but can't tell if they ugly, cause someone get these girls off of me. Meet me by the bar, baby girl, round 3 now, let's go get some shots. Drink up, cause you know the party don't stop.
Tonight, you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop.